Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's time for another episode of Let's Talk About It. It's been a
Yes.
while since we
Oh
have
my
been in
God.
person, right?
Exactly. It has been too long. Seems like it's been forever.
I know. But, we've still been together. We've still been doing things. Me,
Yes.
you, and Kate, and some of the other wonderful collaborators that we have. We've
Yep.
still been out doing things. And so I think that's another reason for us to always remember to capture these moments. It's so funny because every time we get together, it's like, hey, we need to get a picture, some video, or something. It's like a checklist now,
Content.
you know?
Yeah. Content. Always. Content. Everything is content. Everything is content.
Yeah. And I think that's so important. People are always trying to, at least I can only speak for myself. Before I really got into the point of really having a strong presence and a platform, I used to be intimidated about, oh my gosh, what am I going to tell these people I can do for them, right? How am I going to make my offer attractive? But now, when you just start capturing what you're already doing, it's like, okay, we're just having a conversation. Do we have the same values? You know what I'm saying? Are we moving in the same direction? And it's so much easier, right? I feel like I'm not on, you know, um, like being a spectacle or something. It
Right.
has really made a difference.
It does. It really does. It does. When you just, your everyday life, you're just sharing what you do on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Basically, you don't have to create anything. It just is.
I love that. And you can always show up when it's that way. Because people are always talking about, oh my gosh, you've got these 15 kids. How do you do it? And I'm just thinking, this is just every day for me.
Right.
I mean, work is like a getaway sometimes, right? You're
Okay.
traveling. Yeah, you're working, but it's a different kind of work, right?
It
So,
is. It's a joy.
yeah. Until you have experiences sometimes, we've got some stories about that, which, might be a book at some time in the future from our last episode of traveling to Dallas. Great experience. It's just the travel, getting
Yes.
there and coming back, craziness.
It was a
Uh,
journey.
so, I'm excited tonight. We're just kind of catching up. It's summer, it's July. Believe it or not, you
Yeah.
guys, I
Oh
cannot
my
believe we are like
God.
halfway through the year. And what have y'all got done? I know for myself, it's like, my kids are done with school. I have made it through a major milestone. My One of my daughters had her freshman year of college, and she was a commuter, so she chose to commute, not live on campus. She's kind of still navigating through that post COVID stage where she's still a little leery about being around large crowds and things like that. So, anyway, she decides to commute, but that means I'm driving because she's like, there is no way I'm driving in Atlanta with these crazy drivers. So, that meant that I had to have a mobile business, so there were times that I had to just set up shop wherever I could. I mean, even sometimes I'm recording podcast interviews in my car. It was definitely, I'm glad that I've accomplished that. It's over with. Okay.
You were able to do that, right? You didn't let that, that task stop you from still creating and sharing. So that was amazing.
Yeah. So you just never know, certain things stretch you out of your comfort zone, whether voluntarily
Or
or it's
involuntarily.
just part of what's life got going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
before we
Right.
get into really talking about tonight, wanted to make sure that we introduce ourselves because I can just start talking, y'all, and really just go right on. No knowledge about talking about who I am or anything like that. So, before we get into our conversation tonight, wanted to introduce myself. I am Lachelle Atkins, also known as America's Supermom, mother of 15 children, and I am a media strategist. I help you to monetize your message and create a global impact in the world through different forms of media. So that can be books, speaking, and TV. So I'm excited to be here. Uh, we have Keep It Real TV. That is really the channel that I have on the Zandra TV network, as well as my own show, Real Life Without Excuses. And for me, I'm passionate about helping other people build their brand through different platforms for more visibility. So I'm excited to be here tonight, and I'm going to yield the mic to you, Anita.
Well, as always, Lachelle, it is just an amazing experience always being able to share the platform with you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just embrace it. So I am Anita Newson, also known as Anita in the Biz Coach. And my passion is connecting people to opportunities. And some of those opportunities may look like grant readiness, it may look like brand awareness, right? Visibility, as you've said, because again, I am also a TV producer and I am under Lachelle's Micro Network on Zonda TV Network. So, what we do is continue to help other entrepreneurs and those that want to become entrepreneurs and those that are well on their way. Maybe our path has been there for a while, but just giving them different strategies and techniques and tips on what it looks like to expand your brand globally. So, like she said, that might be through speaking, that might be through books, that might be through collaborations, because we strongly believe in collaborating and working together and building a community. So, it's such an honor to be here. Like I said, I'm just glad that we have this platform to be able to do just those things.
Love that. And you brought up so many different points about how, one, just helping people, right? Helping them make a difference. I think sometimes a lot of people feel like they are not good enough, like they have to keep on adding and piling things on in order to feel comfortable uh, getting what they're worth, right? I just know
Right.
sometimes we can go through this. It's like, okay, so how much are you charging, for stuff? And it's like, well, you feel like you just keep on giving value, and really trying to figure out where that sweet spot is. So I love being able to have our community because, we really help people recognize that, you already have enough going on with what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not about trying to impress or give the best answer. It's about being you and showing up authentic all the time, because this is how you build your confidence and be able to charge what you're worth.
Is. And being confident in that. I mean, I can speak from experience, just struggling with, I want to be able to help, these new nonprofits and, new entrepreneurs or whatever, but then they're bootstrapping and they don't have funding to be able to, be able to pay for basically services from a consultant or a coach or whatever. And and that's why I'm always looking for different ways to create funding opportunities for people to be able to even do that, because we want to eliminate any stumbling blocks or obstacles from people getting the help that they need. So yeah, I just love it.
Yeah. And I mean, that just brings up a good point because, a lot of people feel like when you're starting your business that it has to be so much monetary investment in it. It's like my husband and I, we used to buy property, and we would negotiate deals where, in lieu of a down payment, where we didn't pay a down payment, we would have sweat equity. So our labor would cost, would be the same as putting money down on a property. And I think a lot of people don't understand that their labor and the value that they bring to their business is sometimes even more impactful than having the particular money, that they may be thinking is stopping them from getting started. So I love that you brought that up because, we don't even consider the fact that we can barter, that we can invest our time instead of our finances in certain things. We can collaborate. We can have some people, maybe they have the financial backing, but we have the know with all. And so we come together and they provide the finances and we do the work. So there's so many different options I think that a lot of people miss out on because there is no one size fits all
Right.
formula for starting your business.
Right. Very true. Very true. And then, like you said, if we don't feel like we can fit in, we're supposed to follow this model that maybe somebody else did, but well, maybe that's not your path. Maybe there's another path for you to get to your end goal, to get that, that first step, that goal that you set, and then
Mm.
set another goal and reach that one. It don't necessarily look the same for everybody, and so that's a concept I think a lot of people need to embrace as well.
Yeah. And I just love the fact that we're able to collaborate. For years, I know for myself, I was not collaborating the correct way. I still would say, oh, yeah, I work with people and, I'm still up all hours of the night trying to do everything. I'm micromanaging, I'm calling all these meetings and people aren't showing up, because I'm trying to tell everybody what to do. But when you really learn how to collaborate, it's like, the ideas don't stop. It's so funny. We were in Texas. So Kate is not here tonight, so she can't tell her version. I'm telling it for her. But we were there for the soft launch and training for Zandra TV Network. And she is having an asthma attack. So she's trying to compose herself. She comes out of the room and her husband is with her, so we're in this training. And so I was one of the speakers. So I was like, Chris, going back in there. I got her. We got this. So I take her to another part of the studio. And so, helping her get her composure and everything.
Right.
And out of this time, we're talking about another business idea, in the middle of a panic attack, I mean, not a panic attack, an asthma attack. So in
Yeah.
between her coughing and trying to inhale and, with her inhaler, I mean, we're sitting up here thinking about business ideas. So
Yes.
I know there just would have been a time, and we're laughing about it, but seriously, she was getting herself together, but just the creativity, the energy that really keeps you moving forward. I mean, I have never experienced this in a long time, when it comes to collaboration.
And I feel like, when you all came back into the room and started sharing the experience, right? I was like, you know what? That was the enemy trying to create something, a distraction. But
Mhm.
what he really did and didn't even realize it, through his trying to create a distraction, he was actually creating an opportunity
Yes.
for you all to be pulled out, pulled away from all the noise that was going on. It was good
Mhm.
noise, but
Mhm.
and to be able to just those few minutes pull
Yeah.
together a business idea and concept and bring it back, and we like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So I think that's amazing. And I think the whole thing of recognizing that you can do more with other people because you don't have to be everywhere, right? So
Right.
you're in the room, we're in the other room, and then we all come together and collaborate. It's like, okay, you weren't in the room with us, you were in the other room. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, yeah, catch me up. Okay, yeah, let's go do this.
Right. Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
mean, less than 30 days from that day, we're still working out this thing. I mean, it's almost to completion. So I just think it's amazing.
It is. It is. When you allow that flow,
Mhm.
and like we were saying, you don't accept any blockages or barriers or those
Mhm.
obstacles to be like, well, wait a minute, no, no, we're in the flow. So as long as we
Yeah,
stay in that flow, hey, it's on and popping.
I love that. And now, so I guess what one question I would ask for maybe the people that are listening and we can share is, how is it that you're able to keep moving in the face of adversity? Because there are some things that happen outside of your control. I mean, I just think about, on our trip back. We were thinking we're going to be back on a certain day. We end up just getting back 24 hours later. But the whole experience, from driving down the highway and, losing electricity and power in major stops along the way, no power and just craziness. So, how is it that you would recommend people stay focused, in the spite of adversity?
I have not arrived at, but I'm still working on. But now
Hmm.
I'm conscious of it. Right? Is perspective.
Hmm.
Perspective is so real, and it really um, really controls how you think about a thing. That's pretty much what it is. It's your perspective on something. So yeah, we could have looked at that time as, oh my God, we're in this storm. I'm scared to death. Let's just get a room. Let's get out of this stuff. Oh my God, are we gonna ever make it home or in safety? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I really feel like because of our perspective in it, and we didn't look at it as being in a dangerous situation per se, we were just like, well, okay, let's just find somewhere to get out of the rain for a minute, let it slow down, clear up a little bit, and we'll get back on the road. And if we need to get a room, we'll do that. But
Hmm.
until then, we're just gonna, we're gonna stay in this, like I said, this flow, this vein that we're in. And I believe because we were both in that same place, it just caused a calmness.
Hmm.
Even though there's chaotic stuff going on around us, our perspective kept us, I believe, in a calm place to where we could really make it through, basically. So I feel like if people would do that more so, instead of looking at the chaos around you, because
Hmm.
it's going to exist. It's life. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
But for us to have that perspective of regardless of what's going on around me, I'm going to have the perspective of, I have an end goal in mind, and that's where I'm headed. I don't care what's going on around me, what's trying to stop me, what's trying to get in my way. My perspective is no matter hell, sleet, water, rain, right?
Hmm.
Thunderstorms and lightning, it is not going to deter me for where I'm headed. So I think that has a lot to do with it.
I love that. And I think, what was coming up for me while you were talking is not doing it alone. Now, I don't know if I had the same outcome if I had been driving by myself,
It's
but I
true.
think, there's so much to the power of community because there are those times it's like, okay, maybe I am a little scared, but knowing that I have somebody with me, that gives me more courage. And so, right on cue, here we have Kate coming in, joining us this evening. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hey y'all, how are you?
Good. Well, we're gonna
Awesome,
let you
girl.
introduce yourself, girl. We were just
Yes, come
talking
right
about
on in.
yeah, community collaboration. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
So, well, you're gonna let me be great. So let me be great and say I'm Kate
Uh-huh.
Thurman.
Yes.
Um, we're gonna start there. We're gonna say I'm gonna be great because I'm being great right now. So I'm Kate
Amen.
Thurman. I am the producer of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans alongside my husband Christopher. I am an international best-selling author. I have a nonprofit also alongside my husband Christopher, Angelically Blessed. I got a lot going on. What else I got going on? We have Faith Safe Haven, both men and women. What else we got going on? Some other stuff we're working on the backside. I'm not ready to let you know about just yet, but I got a lot going on. That's just a few of the things that I have going on,
Love that.
and I'm
Well,
being
we
great.
awesome. Well, we are glad that you are here today. Um, because today, believe it or not, I'm not making this up. Today is Freedom from Fear of Speaking Day.
Look at God. Look at God.
So I think you would be the perfect person to share with somebody who's watching about having that
Wait a
fear of
minute.
speaking,
Me
right?
too. But go ahead. Share yours first, Kate.
Yeah.
Well, you
Just
go
with your
first.
journey.
Go on, go first.
Just give them a little bit of where you have come. And I don't know how many months, because I really haven't even
Certainly.
really calculated. But, just tell a little bit about your journey and what advice would you give them?
Well, like Lachelle said, in just a short time, I think it's when did I start on this journey? With She Said Yes with Chanel. It was what? September, I want to say. I got
September,
married in
October.
August, maybe the end of. Yeah, well, it was right after I got married, I think, and yeah, something like that. So I was terrified, you guys. I am. I've always said that, because of the things that I went through, public speaking just was out of it. It just wasn't in the cards for me. Public speaking, anything out, you can't even go live. It's just not gonna go down with me. Um, I felt like no one wanted to hear anything I had to say. Nothing that I said was valued. I felt like at some point in my life, I thought I was just supposed to be a little housewife. I was married before, and I thought I was just supposed to be a mother to my kids, a wife, and not really explore. Kate, I always wanted to write. When I wrote for Robert Townsend. They laughed at me when he came to the school, and they laughed at me because I was the only one in the whole region that when he came down to that little town in Alabama, he picked me because of my writing. I wrote it. And when you go through things like that, and instead of people looking at it as an accomplishment, they laugh and pick and joke at you but it's now that I realize they did that because they couldn't do what I can do. Mm-hmm. So, now being able to sit back looking at in less than a year what I've done, becoming an international best-selling author, TV media personality, a producer, married to the one whom I'm supposed to be with. I'm extremely happy. You just can't tell me I can't sit in this camera and tell you I'm great. When a year ago I wouldn't do that. A year ago I would sit at this desk and be like, oh no. So the advice that I would give people is, always look to God first, because when you do that and you believe in yourself, you're going to always succeed. Don't think that you are less than the person on your right or your left, because you better look at yourself as I can do what you can do, and be great in what you do. Believe it or not, you wouldn't get me. These shows, I would say, Lachelle, I'm not getting on those shows. I would tell Chanel I'm not going to speak. I would tell Anita I don't want to talk. It just, you guys, if you only knew what went on in the background of getting me to this point to be able to get up and sit on stage and be a part of this group with these ladies. Just because I'm not on here every week doesn't mean that I won't get up here and talk. I'm busy.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
I love it.
Yes.
So Anita, the same question, because I think this is really, a lot of people struggle with this, and after you get to be comfortable speaking, it's kind of hard to imagine being afraid to speak. But there are people out there that it doesn't matter the age, profession, anything. It's just about having this fear. So what would you say?
I mean, all of my life I was picked on because of my voice. So I chose to stay in the background because I didn't, I got tired of being bullied. I got tired of people talking about me, and and all those things. And so, but it's funny, God, God has a sense of humor, y'all. Y'all know He do, right? He kept putting me in these careers or these positions where I had to talk. I'm like, I don't have to do that. Why are you making me do that, man? Come on, dude. I don't have to do that. But it was helping me get out of my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Even as an adult, people still give me nicknames. Here come Whispers. I mean, as a grown woman, people calling me Whispers. I'm like, I'm not going to receive that. I don't care what you call me. I'm not going to receive it. But I think when the thing really turned, my perspective, talking about earlier perspective,
Yeah.
when I realized who I was,
Amen.
that's when the change came. I still sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to. A few minutes ago, I was like, Lord, it's been too long. I don't even feel like saying what I'm gonna say when I get up here with Lachelle and them. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, where I'm gonna start. Do I need to write it out? Y'all know I like scripts, so I'm like,
Exactly.
Yes, you do.
still go through that, still go through it,
Yeah.
but. Once I realized who God had created me to be and what He had created me for, I was
Mhm.
like, I've got to I've got to release that thing, that fear factor. That fear factor no longer exists. Well, I ain't gonna say it exists, but I
Right.
don't dwell in it. I don't
Yeah.
let it control me. I let it know what's gonna happen. It still tries to show up, but I let it know, no, that's not what we're doing today.
I love that.
There's a
I
purpose.
think that's a good point because I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, if you're confident about one thing, that you're just going to automatically be confident in another thing. I think, here we are, we're on camera, it's the three of us, but, what is going to happen when we're speaking in front of thousands, right? Now, yes,
Ooh,
the message may be the same, but, initially you're like, oh my gosh, but I just think I love what you said about knowing who you are. That has been a game changer for me because, I liken it to knowing what my message is. So I know that it
Mhm.
doesn't matter what platform I'm on, my message is one of helping people to realize the value that they already have. It's for them to know that you can overcome so many things. If I could do it, you can do it. So that really kind of gives you the strength and the courage to just keep on in spite of fear. And I think, you allow that energy allows the right people to gravitate to you, as if
yes.
you're a magnet.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yes.
So I love that. And I just think people really do have fear about this. It's something
Yeah.
where, yeah, they
Real.
say that's like one of the greatest fears, even amongst death is the fear of speaking, right? And
Mm.
knowing that you can control that for yourself. I think a lot of people think they have to start big, and I'd say, hey, the first thing might be with you speaking up with your family, right? You might be thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to go from what I'm doing now to speaking in front of 100 people, but it might be just speaking up at your business meeting. Normally you don't say anything, but you now raise your hand. I mean, so many things that you could take baby steps, you
Mhm.
know, to get that
Yes.
momentum started.
I know, because I remember when I started doing lives or videos when I had created, my YouTube channel. I'm like, well, YouTube ain't nothing but videos. I can't just be, I'm gonna have to be get on video, ain't I? Oh my God, who told me this was a good idea? So and I'm like, I had to find a comfort zone for myself. So when I started doing my grant tips and information on grants, I would come on with my sunglasses on. So I got to find something that would distract me from feeling scared, right? So I would have on my sunglasses. I was like, look, y'all see I got a new pair on. And as I did that, I started feeling more comfortable. I was like, see, I told you, look, I got the earrings to match today. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. So I would do silly stuff like that, right? To just
Yeah,
calm my nerves and just get me in the mode of, okay, now I can go into the information I want to share. So that kind of became my thing, what kind of sunglasses she gonna have on this week? What she gonna
right.
do? She gonna have a hat with it this time, or what she gonna do? And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, wow, I can't believe I used to do that, but it helped me.
Yeah,
So we have to find what works for us and then just go with it.
I love that because I used to have this hat that I wore. It was looking crazy, but it was the thing that helped me to show up regardless of what kind of mood I was in. It was kind of like, a transition. It's like getting in a costume and character, right?
Yep.
You just
Yep.
put it on and it's like, I don't care what happens. Okay, we're recording. So I love that you shared that because this is the thing. I think a lot of people think that you have to prepare. So, you mentioned earlier, like having a script. It's not that you're saying everything verbatim, but I know when I got started, I would have post-it notes right underneath my camera, on my laptop, and it would have the 3 points that I was going to discuss or whatever. Because, when I got into Facebook, people would be commenting, and, you would go off on a tangent. You're supposed to say 3 things, and, they start commenting and you get totally off script. And then, you're not knowing how to wrap the thing up. So,
Really?
there's different tools that you got to have, that goes on, like Kate said, behind the scenes. So, one of the things I love about our community is being able to share our platforms. So we do have a guest business spotlight that Anita has done for somebody in our community. So we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break and have the spotlight with Dr. Guillory.
And here we go. Thank you all so much again for joining us for another episode of Let's Talk About It. And this is our business spotlight. And I have an amazing, amazing guest today that we're going to introduce in just a moment. So Dr. Chastity Guillory, how are you doing today?
I am doing excellent.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being here and agreeing to just come and share a little bit about who you are and what you do. So with that, can you tell the folks a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Dr. Chastity Guillory. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I'm also a geriatric clinical specialist. I specialize in working with older adults. And so, yeah, my life is physical therapy, and I love to empower older adults to live their best life.
I love that, girl. I can remember when we first met. It's been a few years ago. We really hadn't even seen each other since then, but I've been seeing some awesome things you've been doing. And I was like, wow, I really think you should come on here and tell folks about what you do. So look, we had a conversation when we first met about, like I said, things you do. And I was like, wow, I would love for my mom to, be able to learn some of these things, because she's had 2 knee replacements. She's gotten these diagnoses of, osteoporosis and, arthritis and these different things. And the things you were talking about, I was like, it really sounds like something that could benefit, that she could benefit from. So can you tell folks a little bit about what you do?
Yes. So as a physical therapist, our primary job is to help people remain functional or maintain their mobility. For me, as a geriatric clinical specialist, I deal with the older adults who have quote unquote geriatric type syndrome or issues that come about. As you mentioned, like arthritis, osteoporosis, having joint replacements, even like dealing with like high blood pressure and, other heart issues. And so what we do is just rehab them or help them to start a program or guide them through programs that help them to be able to move better, live better, move efficiently. And we're just kind of like a coach during that process.
That is amazing. So I know, you also offer one-on-one services too. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So I started a company or a practice of Goal Life Therapy, and I provide individualized therapy for older adults. Like I said, I'm a geriatric specialist, so I prefer older adults. I can treat anyone, but that's my group of people that I love. But yes, the sessions are individualized. Your plan is individualized. You're not going to be in a room with 6 other people doing the same exercise. That's not how I roll. So our main goal is to make sure that we're attacking the issues that you want to attack so that you can do the things you want to do.
That's amazing. I love that you do that work, and in the target population that you have, because a lot of times they do suffer with those issues, and they feel limited, like they're limited to their
Yep.
abilities. So what is one thing you could tell, you know, an individual that may feel like, you know, I can't do this, or I'm limited, I can't live my life like I used to? What is maybe one tip you could give them?
Well, I'd say this: speak kindly to yourself and know that if you're alive, you can still change. You can still do what you want to do. You may have to modify it, you may have to slow down, you may have to add a few other things to help you do it, but there is nothing that you can't do. And I would love to help anyone who wants to continue to live their life at their highest quality.
That's awesome. That is amazing. Thank you for that. So look, I want people to be able to contact you and get some of these awesome services that you provide. So can you go ahead and tell them how they can connect and contact you?
Yeah, so you can go to my website. It's www.goallifetherapy.info. It's GOALLIFETHERAPY. And my email is the same, goallifetherapy@gmail.com. And I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn at Dr. Chastity Guillory.
That is awesome. Look, I just hate we didn't have more time to get more into this. So look, thank you again, Dr. Guillory, for being here and sharing your gems with us. And I appreciate you doing that.
All right, guys. I don't know if that was showing clearly for you guys or not. Was it breaking up for you? It was all good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay, so on my side, it was just not even showing clearly. So I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
you did an
what's going
awesome
on.
job. You did an awesome job.
Amen. I thought it was so cute. I loved it.
Yeah, you did that, baby.
Awesome. So yeah, I don't know if it was just me or what. So it must have been just me, but you guys saw it clearly. For me it was breaking up. So I'm going to be putting it on YouTube so people can see without interruption. So
So you
tell
want
us
to share
about
with
that.
folks? Oh, I was going to say, you want to tell folks about the business spotlight and how they can also get their own.
Absolutely. So that is one of the things that I was, distracted. One of my phones was ringing over here. My
Okay.
kids are doing that fireworks thing, and it's like, okay, let me make sure it's not them calling. But so yeah, the business spotlight. I love the concept that we all have come together with in terms of having the opportunity for people to kind of do like a mini infomercial here on Let's Talk About It, because I was just talking to someone today about visibility. And a lot of times, we just don't know where to begin. People think, oh my gosh, I need to get a website, but then you're not even sure what you're going to put on there. What are some things that you're offering and different things like that. So, just getting started, sometimes simply just being on a platform, starting off with 5 minutes, telling people what you do, how you serve, and being exposed to other people's audiences. I think a lot of times, we just expect to be in business and that everybody is just going to come knocking at the door wanting us to serve them. And it just doesn't work that way. It's all about visibility and exposure. So that is what we're offering with the business spotlight, where you have the opportunity to do a little infomercial sizzle for your brand. And you also are added to our directory. And with the directory, you're able to be listed among a list of people within our network that we do business with. And when people are saying, hey, who's in your network that could help me with physical therapy? Well, then you would talk to Dr. Guillory. So if you guys want to know more about that, you can simply email info@LachelleAtkins.com. And for the subject, put business spotlight. So there you have it.
Awesome, awesome. Look, when we're talking about being authentic and real, let me tell y'all about that day. I don't know what happened. That was like the second or third take. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because the first one was, I felt like it was just awesome, right? I was just like, oh, we did that. I'm so glad that one take. And then she said, did you record it? I didn't see the little record. I said, girl, stop. I went up and looked at the Zoom. I said, oh my God, I wasn't even recording. She had shared so much, like that one we did, I feel like it was a little bit shorter. She had just
Right.
really, and I had my timer on, and we were right in the time. I was like, oh, I did that. Lachelle gonna be so proud of me. Ain't had no recording on, okay?
I'm
So we
so
had to start
glad
all over again. We had to start
I
all
would
over
have done
again.
the same thing. I'm so glad she chose you. You because I would have did the same thing and would have just like, okay. I would have did it twice, Anita. I would have said,
No, you
oh,
wouldn't. Shut
yes, I
up.
would have. I wouldn't have hit record, and then the second time I was like, oh shoot, I didn't hit it again.
It's
Then I was
true.
like, ah.
Yeah.
But yeah, once we worked together, that go that collaboration again. She was like, I don't
Yes.
think, and I said, girl, you better tell me if you see something ain't right. Don't be letting me look like that. Like Kate said, let me be great. Show me what I'm doing wrong, baby. I don't
Not
want to be
together
laying
and let
down.
us be great together. We all got to be great together.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly, girl. That was the funniest thing. I was so mad with myself. I said, you know what? You need to get your life together.
Well, at least you figured that out in the same setting. I mean, because trying to get her to get back on the call, so I totally get that. But it happens.
It does.
I've been on so many Zooms or virtual events and forget to push record. That's now one of the checklists. It's like up at the top. Did you
Right.
record it? Have you shared it? Or certain things that you just have to do.
Right.
So I get
So
that.
true. I had to tell y'all that was a mess.
You did great, though. You did
Right.
great.
So we are in the month of July, y'all. So we are like
Ooh.
quickly approaching the end of the year. It's like we are less than 30 days for my kids going back to school. They go back August 1st. So
We're
with
not.
that in mind, what is coming up for everybody, this second half of the year? Some things you're looking forward to, what you would like to accomplish. What's coming up for you, Anita?
She put me on spuffer. Oh,
Because your name starts with A.
cause what?
Your name starts with A.
See, I'm gonna need you to go by my last name. I'm gonna need you to go by my last name. At least I'd be no. If you doing me and Kate, I guess I still would be first. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna have another real moment with y'all, right? So
Okay.
we had the 4-day challenge, in June, and that thing
Tell them about
drained me
that.
so much,
Because
huh?
I don't think we really talked about what that was. So tell them about that.
But let me tell them how I felt afterwards first.
Okay.
I was so tired and drained. I didn't want to do nothing. I'm talking about, I was like, so I supposed to do some kind of something after this? Can we just not do it? It was just like,
Right.
I'm tired because that really, it was just really draining, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, can I just get a job? I'm telling y'all some real stuff. I've been going through that in the last few weeks. I'm like, I just want to get a job again. Just part-time. I just want a part-time job because I'm tired. I'm tired of, because we're always on. You don't cut off being an entrepreneur. It's 24/7.
True.
So when you don't give yourself that break and that breather to replenish yourself and restore yourself and be able to come back, it's like, oh no, I need a break, Jesus. What's
Hmm.
going on, dude? I can't be doing it. But you have your moments and you get back on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? You get back on it. So the 4-day challenge was all about helping people with what we always talk about, visibility. While we were talking about camera confidence,
The
being
4-day
okay
challenge.
in your own skin. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? A lot of people still struggle with that. And just like we've been sharing, being real and being authentic is really what people want to see because they will attract to that and not you trying to pretend to be something you're not, right? So we
Hmm.
talked about stuff like that. We talked about repurposing content. All of us have content, right? We host all these events, we do all these collaborations together, and we have all this stuff that we can create stuff. And I think me and Kate were just talking about, yeah, the other day we was like, girl, I got so much stuff on my phone. It is ridiculous. It don't even make no sense. I'm surprised Apple ain't shutting me clean down. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, we got too much stuff, but all of that stuff on there can be some kind of content, y'all. Just
Yeah.
repurposing that stuff, making a post about our life, our lifestyle, Because
It's
people want
true.
to know, people want to know your business. So, we were talking about all those things in the challenge. And like I said, we actually changed what we were going to do at the end. It was going to be a longer program. But then when I felt in my spirit, I was like, first of all, I didn't have the energy for a 3-month program. So I want to feel a lot of
Mhm,
myself and other people, right? Because if I'm
mhm.
going to bring something, I got to bring to my top, what I'm saying, the quality that they deserve. I can't be giving them no, I'm tired today. I ain't got time to talk to y'all. Can y'all just look at what we said last week? That ain't how it works.
Right.
So I was like, you know what, this downsize the thing, it's okay to do that. So we, condensed it. We said we're going to do the 6-week boot camp.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I was like, even like with Lachelle and Raj, I was like, look, if we don't have nobody sign up, it's cool because this is what we about to do. We're gonna record that thing like the room is full, all right. And then now that's gonna be a digital product. And then we're gonna
Exactly.
break down each one of them topics, and that's gonna be a master class. And guess what? It ain't finna be free. you know. So look, that's what's going on over here. And I'm just ready to take a break. I'm tired. But I'm excited about the stuff we got going on too. So, we ain't finna let the cat out of the box yet. But meow, meow, okay?
I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that, there's always a plan B, C, D, whatever, right? That's part of
G.
success is being able to navigate through. Okay. Cause it's just for me, if something's on my calendar, it's happening. I don't care if one person shows up. It's like, I had this on my calendar. And it's
Exactly.
those opportunities that you just never know, what can happen from that. So I love the fact about the digital currency, or asset, whatever that could be. I think that is a lot of people don't realize that. That happens so much even in Clubhouse. We've got the Clubhouse platform, and if it's one or two people, oh well, we still talking, and that's something that you can repurpose, sending out to your email list or something. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. All right, Kate. So what's going on for you in July and beyond?
Yeah, a lot. I need to listen. Y'all saw me pause. I said a lot.
I love it.
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know where to start. Some of it's personal. You guys know we can't share it just yet.
Okay.
Um, but the business stuff, you guys know we still can't share that just yet.
Right, 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 right.
I'm going to Honduras.
Woo!
The last day of the month.
Honduras.
Come on,
I'm
senor.
very blessed.
Senora. Yes,
Going
sí.
to Honduras. I'm excited about that to be able to give back globally.
Yeah.
We're super stoked about that. Honestly, I love absolutely love giving back. That's me. That's who I am. Always been that way. Hey, so we're gonna go to Honduras. You guys can donate.
Hmm.
You can go to
Right.
Angelica Blaze. We have a donation page as well on Facebook. Just donate to the cause. We give back. We do that. We have a
Amen.
GoFundMe as well. Any way you want to donate, I send you a link.
Amen.
We need you to donate. Because we doing a lot. We doing big things here. So that's one thing. We have my wonderful publicist Cyrus Webb.
Yes.
Shout out to Cyrus.
Woo, woo, woo.
Hey
Homie.
Cyrus.
Homie. That's my homie.
We're doing great things with him. I just had an interview with him, Chris and I, on Sunday. We
Oh
had
yeah, how did that go? We didn't get a
it.
chance. I didn't get a chance to hear it.
It was wonderful. It was Chris's first radio interview. Chris,
Awesome.
Chris is coming on out there. He doing it. So we
Yes.
did that. We got a lot going on. A lot of summer specials. We have graceful gatherings with the Thurmans.
Hmm.
All of these events we have with all these nonprofits. That gala is December the 7th.
Yes. Save the date,
Amen.
y'all. Save the
Save the
date.
date.
Baby.
Praise in the Park. I think it's October the 19th. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
send y'all those dates.
Awesome.
Shout out to Tara McDuffie. She's
All
leading.
right.
And that
Tara.
six ball is April the 26th or whatever that 26th, 27th. I'll give you the correct date. But we got a whole year plan of things. What else we got? What we got coming up this month that's pressing? Oh, I told y'all about that secret stuff we got going on. Nope, can't share that.
I'm like, if it's a secret, you finna tell it already.
I got a
Yeah.
couple of secrets.
See how she teases Lachelle? She ain't right.
Oh Lord, I
We
love
got
it.
a lot going on.
I love it.
That's all I'm gonna give you because I got a lot. I can sit here all day talk. Oh, my workbook because I'm gonna teach y'all how to walk in true divine.
I was waiting on yes.
I love
We're
that.
gonna have a whole course on that thing.
Hey,
Baby.
When we finish, y'all gonna be walking like me in 6 months.
You
amen.
better know. You better,
Hello.
That's
you
what I'm
better
talking
declare
about.
and proclaim, baby.
Yes.
It ain't free
Going
now.
back. Yeah,
Like
just
Peter
going
said.
back and documenting your story, girl. That's all you got to do. Put
Yeah.
it into a whole plan. Now, you see, I mean, I love this conversation because a lot of people don't realize that living what you're doing every day is all you need. That is a workbook. That is an ebook.
Okay.
That
Yep.
is a
That is
video.
the work.
That is a show. You
Yep.
see what
Okay.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Podcast. Come on now.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Come on, Lachelle. What you got?
What you got for us?
I mean, look, y'all got a lot for everybody. I think for me, right now, I'm excited. I got a little bit of break with my kids being out of school, but we got the TV media tour. So the TV
Yes,
media
Lord.
tour is next week. So I'll be going to Texas for that. And then September, we have the official launch of Zandra TV in Texas. So we've got that going on. And for July, I have Christmas in July. So right now, I
Oh,
am gathering
Santa.
sponsors and people that want to participate in this event. It's a virtual Christmas in July event. We're going to be having lots of great services that are available at Black Friday type prices. So we're excited about that for Christmas
Amen.
in July. And, we are just all about collaborating. We still want to grow our network. So if there's any content creators that want to join Keep It Real TV, we are looking for that. But I'm just glad to kind of have a little bit of time that I can rest and relax, before things get really busy when school gets back in session.
Right. My hat go off to you, baby. I'm just saying.
It's a lot.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all doing it though. Y'all doing it.
Hey, nothing but God. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Yes.
So I have really enjoyed this opportunity to catch up. And next week, Laquita is going to be joining us because the TV media tour is actually next Thursday and Friday. So she's going to come on Tuesday, give us a little sneak peek of some of the great speakers that are going to be there and some of the different things that they have planned. So she will be with us next week. But as we are closing out today, and it is Freedom of the Fear of Speaking Day. Okay. Let me think what other day it is. Made in USA Day, right? There's a lot of stuff. I go to this calendar. I love it because it has so many different things. That's some creative posts you can make. Because people are like, what? Like tomorrow is American Redneck Day. Now, I have this guy that I interviewed on my podcast, and he calls himself a redneck. And so, he was on my podcast and I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, I wasn't even expecting that to come out of his mouth. So we're having a serious conversation and then he just says redneck. And I mean, I am cracking up. So anyway, that's part of his brand, right?
You're a redneck when, yeah, I love that.
Right. And so now that day came up. So I sent him the thing and he was like, I did not know they had a day about this. Thank you so much for sharing. But that's the first person I thought of,
Exactly.
So these days are good. It's good days for you to reach out to people. So like if it's I don't know, ice cream Sunday day. If you know people who are restaurant owners or whatever, you can tell them happy ice cream day. People that work for ice cream companies, you can do a search on LinkedIn, look up Baskin Robbins or Dairy Queen and send them, the little thing and say, hey, reaching out, would love to hop on a call. These are great icebreakers, for you to connect with people.
I found these the other day, y'all. Do you think Burger King is still
Oh,
take this? It's probably about 12 years old. I don't even know.
Let's
yeah,
try.
that's a
Give me
good
one. I'm gonna
idea.
take
Did you
a
make
picture.
that?
Like around I think February around what's the thing in February?
Valentine's Day.
You see, I don't keep up with it because I ain't got no reason. So so you can buy it. They be like, you want to buy this for $1, and it's like a donation thing. Hey, y'all, this might be an idea for us.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you
Fundraiser.
made it. That's what I said. I thought you made it.
Razor, no. And then you pay $1 for it or whatever, and that goes towards whatever the cause is.
There you
Idea.
go, the Honduras coupons.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Right. I'm just saying.
I'm
Come on
just
with it.
saying. Yeah. Angelically blessed Honduras coupons or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Come on,
Yeah.
Nick. Let's print that out. Let's design it. Come on with it. We gonna watch. We gonna make something happen from that.
Take a picture, yeah, I'm sending to you.
Send it right on. We gonna make
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby. You better tell them.
Teamwork
I'm
makes the
trying to tell
dream
you.
work.
Teamwork
Yeah.
makes the dream work. Send the pitch. She gonna send it to him. Watch. We gonna make something shake from it.
I love that.
That part.
About to be great.
Okay. Now, so I forgot what I was even saying, girl. You done got me on a different idea. And I'm
You was
thinking
talking about,
you can put in the coupons.
were you still talking about Christmas in July? What was you talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't forget.
But just go with that.
I'm now on the marketing of the coupons. Okay. But anyway, were you saying like I was saying final thoughts, but anyway, we're gonna go to you. What are your final thoughts?
Going to me again?
Girl,
Yes,
you didn't came up with this brilliant marketing idea. So yeah, I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Yep. I agree.
Of course you do. Y'all, we here all night. We're gonna be here all week. So look,
Okay.
buy your tickets now. Why
Yes.
You know what? We should do a comedy show.
They ain't ready.
Yes, they gonna get ready. They got to let us be great.
I'm telling you, the comedian is Anita. So I don't know if I'm very funny. But I know
funny
she
together.
definitely.
We gonna follow in her footsteps.
Y'all silly. Y'all silly.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
can
guess I'm
do.
silly
Look,
now.
you know what? You can have your debut at the Christmas in July. So it's just a quick sneak peek. You can come up with like a 5 or 10 minute thing. Girl, you got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it with you right behind you.
Look, I'm gonna be the MC. I'm not doing that,
God.
but I'm just.
No.
We do it together.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'ma
It have to be organic. It can't be coming to the stage. I'll be like, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
You have to-
We'll
I'm not
come up
coming
with
to
our
nobody's
own.
stage.
We'll come up with our own flow. But seriously, I mean, really, you
Some of these little clips. That's what you need to do, Lachelle. Now that's
no,
that's a
girl,
project.
you consistently funny. So I think you can come on and come up with something.
The stuff we already got. Repurpose. Hello. Scissor reels. That's one of y'all favorite things.
What we gonna do with it,
Yes, scissor reel.
Look, that's something y'all can stay tuned. Are we going to do clips or is it going to be live at the Christmas in July? You tell us. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Uh-huh. It's comedy.
So,
see that?
Look, what do the people say? Like Zandra said, what do the people say? That's what
The people say comedy show. The
right.
people say comedy and Christmas in July.
You waiting on me. They're going to be waiting to Jesus time. Right?
Oh, hell.
So anyway, let's see. Last thoughts. Last words for this. It's just always a pleasure to be with you ladies. I love the camaraderie. I love what God is doing, with the things that he's, purposing in and through us. I'm excited about all the things that are to come, and one of the things y'all know I've been sharing a lot, and I'll be speaking to myself when I say this. I'm doing it scared, baby. I'm just going to do it scared. You know what I'm saying? So Like I said, I've been thinking about going back to somebody's job, and God told me today, did I tell you to do that? Why are you trying to step over there and interfere again? I'm trying to tell you, stop looking at that stuff and look at me.
Amen.
Okay. Take your eyes off of that. I need you to look at me. I was like, oh, okay, Father, I hear you. Okay. But can I go back to Indeed one more time? I seen this part-time
No more Indeed.
instructor online. I just look like some good. But anyway, I just say, look, we are, we are allowing God to work in us and then through us to create, these platforms for people to be able to be themselves as well and be able to reach their audience. So I'm just so happy to be that, be able to be, I guess, a tool that I'm allowing him to use.
Amen. Love it. Thanks so much for your vulnerability, because I think we all can resonate with that message. I think it's so important to be transparent, because then you learn that you're not alone. Right. So whether you're the one telling the story or someone listening, it's like, man, okay, I'm not out here like an island as much as I thought I was, So I love that. All right. So Kate, what are your final thoughts?
Girl, stop. You done had all that time. I done had the comedian show.
Didn't say everything. I said,
coupons. We done talked about Jesus. You had it. Come on. You got it.
Well, Nita, you took it out. Help me, Holy Ghost. All right. My final thoughts are, what is the day? Fear, walking fear through fear. What is it? What's the day?
Freedom of Fear of Speaking Day.
Freedom of Fear of Speaking Day. That's my final thought.
Amen.
Anita said she do it scared. I'm gonna tell you that I did it scared. I ain't scared no more.
Amen.
Walk in your true divine purpose. Put God first in everything you do. Cause guess what? You can be great too. So let's all be great. Walk in your true divine purpose and be great.
Right.
I love it. Yes. Well, hey, y'all both have said what I could say. I'm just gonna say, keep showing up, right? A lot of times when we are not feeling the best, it is understanding that we need other people. Right. And when you get around other people, they can help you with where you're at, because you're not going to always be at the highest peak. You're going to have some low valley moments, but when you're around the right people, they can help keep the thermostat on the right temperature. That's what I would say. So remember that you are enough. You don't have to try to change and be somebody else's model or blueprint. Just be yourself, and the right people will be attracted to you. And I heard this quote the other day about it's better to be where you belong than to try to fit in.
You better say that again.
That part.
Back. Yeah. Say it to the people in the back.
It is better to be where you belong than to try to fit in. So I love that. Right? She's right. That could be on the coupon, y'all. That could be on the front of the coupon. But anyway.
Yes.
I love it. So everybody that was watching tonight, if you have been inspired, just put a 1 or a 2 in the comments, okay? Because I just think it's really important for people to be able to understand that you're not by yourself. It does take a village, and it's so much easier with the village. You can sleep at night, you can go on vacation, you can take the weekends off when you know that you have a team, because it is running 24/7, right? I'm just like, what took me so long to figure that out? I mean, that's just the thing that I'm saying. How many, a lot of these bags under my eyes would have been going away. I wouldn't have had them. Look, I know that's why I wear glasses. Look, they kind of camouflage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm doing. I'm camouflaging. Yes, ma'am.
So, but just share it. Sam puts a one in there. Hey, Sam. Sam, it's so good to see you. She has a book out. Let me see. Do I have it over here by me? Yes, I do. Sam Marie. Well, I got this thing up. You gotta love, my background. But it is ice cream for my coffee. My mama's wisdom for intentional living. Okay, now y'all can see it. See?
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is by Sam. Giving you a shout out, Sam, because you're watching. Hey, she says thank you. So y'all want to go? This is on Amazon, y'all. Y'all can go out and get this. But the thing about it is, it's got affirmations in it, and then it has these sayings, like little quips. Like I was saying, it's better to belong than to fit in. So she has like different things in here that her mom says. Like, let me see if I can find. They're called pearls. I'm sorry, y'all. If you never taste a banana, you'll never crave for one.
Ooh, girl. Where you and your mama at? Come on, man.
So yeah,
that's the whole podcast, right?
Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's some of the things. So she's got some pearls, y'all. So y'all need to get this book, and y'all can get some pearls. Mother's wisdom. This is good stuff. So anyway, we're gonna get off here. But Sam, we want to thank you so much for joining us. And next time, Sam, you can come and get on camera with us if you're available. So we'll send you the link and you can join us. But I want to thank y'all, Anita and Kate, for being here. This has been so much fun. A good break in my day.
Right. Exactly. At first I was like, I don't know why. Well, like I said, I was trying. I got to get my energy level up to be able to do it. But then when we get together, it's just like, it's just the synergy, the energy and the synergy. It's just like, it make you want to talk and do or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. She's
coming.
I love it. She said she's driving. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I love it. Well, this has been wonderful, y'all. We want to thank you for watching. Sam, thanks so much. Anybody else, hey, reach out to us. Just put it in the chat. We would love to connect with y'all. We would love to have you join us on one of these episodes because, as you can see, we like to have a lot of fun. If you want to have a business spotlight, you want to go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Just put business spotlight and we'll reach out to you and get you on. And the link to this book, Ice Cream for My Coffee, I'm going to put the link there because this is in my virtual bookstore. But if you want to order it, I'll put the link in there. All right. So thank you all so much for watching, and everybody have a great day. Okay. And happy 4th of July.
It'll be great. Yes.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.